Welcome back, everyone. Oh my goodness. It is the epic conclusion to The Wolf Among Us. I'm excited. What are we gonna do? Well, all we have left to do is to take the Crooked Man in and see what he has to say to Snow White and the rest of the citizens. He has to stand trial as we said he had to. So we'll see what happens here, and it will be epically interesting. Because we've found the solution to all of the other mystery that has been introduced in this game. We've found out who the murderer was, why they were murdered, how they were murdered. There's still some mystery, and you know me, I have the conspiracy theory of Snow White being kind of the big fat cat behind the glamour industry. Anyway, I'm rambling. Hey, it's fun at 1. It means it's 1 o'clock. I need to change that up there. It says day 15, but it should say day 16. So I'm going to change that really quick magically. Watch this little move right here. Boom! It's changed. All right. Yeah. Every Monday through Thursday, 1 o'clock, we do this. Keep in mind, The Wolf Among Us is rated mature, and man, it really is. They like to swear a lot. Ruben's with us. It's time for the finale. Yeah, let's do this. I don't know how long today's episode will be, because it could just be like 5 minutes of denouement. Denouement being the French word for resolution. It's kind of pretentious of me to say that, but it's fun to say, denouement. So 5 minutes, it could take us overtime again. Maybe the story gets deeper and deeper. I'm expecting this to be a shorter episode of Fun at 1, which makes me think, last time, in day 15, we went overtime by about 10-15 minutes. Probably shouldn't have done that. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. But, oh, man. If you're totally lost and you don't know what's going on, we got 15 other episodes of Wolf Among Us. And it leads to day 16, the epic conclusion. Please interrupt with your comments, questions. I want your feedback. Also, let me know what game you think we should play next as we get into this. But without further ado, Ruben, let's do this finale, shall we? Woo! Let me know if the volume's wrong or anything like that. If I'm too quiet, the game's too quiet, I'm too loud, the game's too loud, let me know. Because it's only through your feedback that I'm able to make adjustments. Woo! Alright. Hopefully your week has been fantastic. Mine's been good. I've been drowning in work. So the Fun at 1 has really been my break. Although I will admit, because it's been nice out, I've been one-wheeling. That's my guilty pleasure, if you will. I got a one-wheel, and since the weather has been super nice here in the Cleveland area of Ohio, I've been riding my one-wheel. Let's do this. Episode 5. Bringing in
I know,
the Crooked Man.
but we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this
Witching
thing
Well Chamber,
happening?
early
Sure
morning.
he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to.
We are
He's
escorting
back.
the Crooked Man
Crooked
in cuffs.
Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Seems like everyone's
Are
here.
you
We got the
okay?
Butcher here, Grendel's
It's
here.
been hours.
Are you okay? It's been hours, asked Snow White. Yeah, everyone's here. We got Grendel. We got Faith. We saw the Butcher. Who else was there that we saw? Oh, Beauty and Beast. Bluebeard's there. So we got a crowd here. It's been hours. Do we say, I'm fine. He didn't make it easy. Don't I look okay? The game's louder than me? Okay, I'll turn down the game a little bit. Boop, 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 boop. Just a tad. Just a tad, Casey. I'm glad you're here, Casey. He didn't make it easy. He didn't make it easy, is what Ruben says.
We were worried you'd run into some trouble at the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
Didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
I'm not sure I do know what you're saying, Snow.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
How could
What do
you?
you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention?
There's that
Thank you all
M rating we
for
were
coming
talking
here
about.
on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was...
What? What? Do we tell him to shut up, Georgie's taken care of, or do we say he gave the order? I say we say you gave the order, because that's the truth of the matter. I don't think Georgie was lying. He was already dying, so why lie when you know you're gonna die? Oh, my glasses are on. I'm probably giving you all a big glare. I'll probably take my glasses off for you so you don't have to, so you can see my eyes instead of a glare. Casey asks, what's even happening right now? The trial of the Crooked Man, Casey. That's what's going on. Sit back and enjoy. Here we go.
Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he
Dead.
still out?
Dead. He's dead. He's dead, man. Don't worry about it. He was behind it. I killed him. Although I'm torn between I killed him and he wasn't behind it, because silence won't cut it in this situation, nor will don't worry about it. Oh my goodness, where's the solution and the answers to everything we're looking for? Don't worry about it. What do you mean don't worry about it? So I'm leaning towards he wasn't behind it. So yeah. Ruben says, too bad you can't just say he's dead. I agree. That's what I would say. Like, where is he? He's dead. How did he die? Don't worry about it. Then it's okay to say don't worry about it. Like, he's dead. Don't worry about it. How did he die? Shh. He's dead. Casey says, I'd say I killed him. Whoa, you want to incur the wrath and let us take the blame and Georgie to take the blame instead of the Crooked Man? Because the one thing I think our goal here is to make sure the Crooked Man pays for his crime and he doesn't silver tongue his way out of this. But Casey says, I'd say I killed him. But Casey, you didn't even know what was going on a minute ago. I don't want to invalidate your responses, but is that what we're going to do? Are we going to say, I'd say I killed him? Going once, going twice. Okay, here we go, Casey.
There?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
I killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
There
In
we
which
go.
case,
Thank
you
you.
still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the...
We have to read the rest of the charges. Let her finish. Fine, go ahead. How about I kill you instead, or silence? Jennifer, you didn't miss much. Thank you for joining us again. We just brought him in, and we just dropped the knowledge nugget on the crowd that Georgie was the one who killed everybody, but the Crooked Man was behind it, and they all want the Crooked Man to pay for it right now. Do we say let her finish? Fine, go ahead. How about I kill you instead, or silence? So, what do we say? Casey says fine, go ahead. Casey! Man, you're choosing the answers I definitely wouldn't go for. Because fine, go ahead. I want the crowd to hear the charges. Remember, the goal, I believe, if we're all on the same page, is to make sure the Crooked Man is punished for it. Oh, Ruben says fine, go ahead as well. Okay. All right, fine, go ahead, which means we're going to let the Crooked Man just keep on talking without hearing all the charges and things like that. All right. Hey, your choice.
Charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Fine. Go right ahead.
Wait, that's not how this works. After the rest of your crimes are read through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself.
There we
but
go.
only then.
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order. inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Yeah!
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the...
Yeah. A lot of charges. Racketeering, the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Do we say, and resisting arrest? And being a condescending prick? And kidnapping Crane? Or do we just not interrupt? Do we not interrupt? Man, I hope we can say all of those things, because all those things are true. Which one of those sticks the most? I don't think we say being a condescending prick. Ruben says don't interrupt. Okay, Ruben, we won't interrupt.
illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
Well, we didn't get to throw in our little 2 cents.
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the...
You're responsible. The rest is enough. Let him speak. Now, when it says let him speak, I'm not sure if it's saying let Grendel speak or let the Crooked Man speak. I'm assuming we're saying let the Crooked Man speak because he's the one that's getting interrupted here. Do we say you're responsible, the rest is enough, let him speak, or be silent and let them settle their own things? Man, let him speak. You all really want the Crooked Man to keep talking. Yeah. Ruben, you want the Crooked Man to keep talking without any interruptions is what you're saying. Really? Okay. This is normally I feel like we're all on the same wavelength, and I'm not criticizing because, hey, this is a community show here. We're in this together. Ultimately, we're in this together. But so far in episode 5, in this day 16, our final day, I'm thinking this way, and the answers I'm getting from Casey and Ruben, not really connected. That's okay. Ruben said let him speak. We'll let him speak. Here we go. I'm not criticizing you, Ruben. Ruben, I like it. I'm just speaking the truth. Because Ruben says, you know what? Why don't you decide? I apologize, Ruben. I like the participation. I don't want to punish your participation. Please keep on doing it. I just like commenting on our decisions and decision-making skill. We're going to do it. We're going to let the Crooked Man speak.
We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to let
is
him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly.
Yeah.
No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We're going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Yeah. We uncuffed
This is
the Crooked Man.
ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh my goodness, he's an
Are you
angel.
gonna get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to...
All right, we have the chance to interrupt here. I had nothing to do with it. Do we chime in? That's not what Georgie said. Do we say you're full of it? Or do we say you covered it up? Exclamation mark. Or do we stay silent and let him keep going? Ruben says, that's not what Georgie said. Robin says, hi, y'all. Hey, Robin. Thanks for joining us. Glad you're here. Yeah, so do we just let him keep talking with his defense, with his claims that he had nothing to do with the murders and it was all Georgie? Or do we call him BS and say you're full of it? Do we say that he's trying to cover it up? Or that's not what Georgie said? So, Casey says, that's not what he said. All right, Casey, that's not what he said. That's not what Georgie said.
To do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions.
I answered your questions, whatnot. We can say I was attacked, which is totally true. It was a trap, or I wouldn't call that help. Or do we stay silent? So no matter what, we're disagreeing with him. We either say, like, we were attacked. I'm trying to think, what would be the negative B of saying I was attacked? You could say, well, you attacked first, which isn't true. It was a trap, which I'm not sure exactly it was because we interrupted. So I don't think it was a trap. Or do we say, I wouldn't call that help? Well, yeah, definitely. Or we can just stay silent. I don't know. I'm okay with any of those answers. So whatever you think. Because remember, last episode, we came into the Crooked Man's office and we sat down and the Crooked Man tried to explain things to us. But inevitably, what happened was we said, well, you're coming with me. You're under arrest. And that's when his goons started attacking and he ran away. He fled the scene. So I was attacked. You got it. I was attacked.
I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent...
You might even give up an innocent man. You better have a point. They didn't want to protect you. I think you're done. Or silence. I would say, I don't know. They didn't want to protect you. I don't like any of these answers, but I'm down for whatever. So you better have a point is just like go on, almost acquiescing to his point. Like, oh yeah, maybe they were. I don't like that response because that's basically agreeing with the Crooked Man. We can say, I think you're done. It's just a sassy way of saying like, shut up, this is going nowhere. Or do we say they didn't want to protect you? They had to protect you. Ruben says silence. Okay, you got it. Oh, Robin says they did not want. And Casey says, I think you're done, maybe. All right, so we have split vote here. You know what? Let's put it up to the die, right? We'll say 1 and 2 is you better have a point. 3 and 4 is they didn't want to protect you. 5 and 6 is I think you're done. 7 and 8 is silence. And 9 and 10 is a reroll. Here we go. 8. Silence it is, right? Here we go.
Man,
I'll show you the roll.
just to save someone.
We're staying
What's he
silent.
talking about?
Is this going somewhere?
Straight to the point, I see. You'll make a fine deputy mayor. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant.
You are, dude. Come on.
When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Right about the first part about the government.
Yes, but
Wrong about him helping. He just took advantage. We didn't abandon anybody. That was Crane. Don't turn this on us. Or silence. We should probably say that was Crane. That was Crane. The reason we had a whole bunch of problems was because of Crane embezzling money, keeping everyone poor, etc. So that was Crane. That's my vote. That's my vote. Anyone disagree? This is a difficult choice again, but I think that was Crane. Don't turn this on us. It's just too defensive. Like, don't turn this on us. You're making us look bad. So I don't like defensiveness in general. We didn't abandon anybody. That's kind of wrong because there's this perpetual cycle of poverty that we make sure, I say we, look at us, it's not us, that the current status quo, the current governmental body keeps them in poverty. So, people kind of have been abandoned by Crane and his decisions. What we need is a good mayor, a mayor that makes glamour affordable for everybody, that gives all of our fables better choices. That's what we need. So that was Crane, because Ruben says, I don't disagree.
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much. But they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
Yeah!
What?
You were gonna burn her tree?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow made a mistake. Don't try to manipulate us. Snow isn't to blame. Or silence. Well, what do we say here? Snow isn't to blame. Don't try to manipulate us. Snow made a mistake. ... I don't think we defend Snow in this case for a couple of reasons. One, she was wrong. You shouldn't burn that tree. And remember, I'm totally sus about Snow and why she wants glamours to be so expensive and so illegal not to use. So Ruben says Snow made a mistake. No, Ruben! No, she did not make a mistake. I mean, she did make a mistake. Well, that's true. You're right. Yeah, so I'm with you, Ruben. I'm with you. Yeah, Snow made a mistake. That's true. I'm sorry. What I don't agree with is Snow isn't to blame. I think she is to blame. I think that's my point. Yes. So I'm with you, Ruben. Or we say don't try to manipulate us. Casey says, I kind of regret not destroying it. What? What is going on here? Okay. Or do we stay silent? Okay, Ruben says Snow made a mistake. We'll say Snow made a mistake. Stand up for it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Snow, why would you want that?
I know. Snow made a mistake.
I have very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it.
Whoa.
It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes.
Yeah, Snow.
But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And
think Ruben
that
should
may
be
not
mayor.
always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right, says Grendel there. So we're trying to protect you. We'll do better. We didn't get you into this mess. Or silence. Man, this is an awkward episode, especially at end on. It's so ambiguous and gray. Difficult choices. Man, this is rough. Whew. Man, what do we choose? We're trying to protect you. We'll do better. We didn't get you into this mess or silence. The reason I talk about these options is to buy everyone time to put in their vote. We're trying to protect you. I mean, it's a little condescending, like, yeah, you're little babies and we're the grown-up. But at the same time, that is what we're trying to do. We want everyone to be safe. We'll do better. That's kind of an acknowledgement that, yeah, we're making mistakes and we're going to try our best. I like that one. Not too bad. We didn't get you into this mess, I think is the worst choice, because that's, again, defensive and you're putting the blame on everyone else. So we're trying to win people over. So Ruben says we'll do better. Robin says Noah's trying to co-opt our goodwill. Yeah, she's really hooking us in. Like, oh, well, they like Wolf, now Big B, so let me stand next to Big B. We'll do better is what Ruben says.
I can't promise you perfection.
Fully agree.
No one
Good
can.
choice.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you from people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help.
You would go to him for help. Our choices are, he took faith in Lily from us. He never cared about any of you. We're ending that, or silence. I'm fine with all those options. He took faith in Lily from us is really nailing him for murder, right? So that's pretty hardcore. He never cared about any of you. He could dispute that because you don't really know people's emotions and what goes on through their head. Or we're ending that as pretty definitive. I agree, Ruben. He took faith in Lily from us because we're sticking to what we believe are the facts, and that will really hammer it home, because that can only be disputed by, hey, Georgie did that. We're like, you gave the order to Georgie. You're on a broken record, sir. So I agree. He took faith in Lily from us. We're hammering it home. Robin says we're ending that with a question mark. Casey says we're ending that, question mark, maybe. Your question marks have this little taste of indecisiveness. So we'll go with he took
And he
faith
would
in
take
Lily
that
from us.
weakness
Hopefully I'm not
and add it to
invalidating
his
your
strength.
participation.
He
I
took faith
appreciate
in
you.
Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's
Yes.
responsible.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him.
We won Beast. He
even
stood over to
now.
our side.
But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over.
We got
and
Bluebeard
those
standing
girls
by us.
will have their justice.
And Grendel and Faith and Auntie Greenleaf. They're all standing by us. Oh! All of us are standing on one side, even the butcher. Oh my goodness. We're all staring at the Crooked Man.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh. Well, that's what we get for killing Georgie. Really got us over a barrel here. What evidence do we actually have besides our word? Because we know what's up, but... So, do we say F you? What about your history? You can't talk your way out of this? Or silence? Oh, man. Ruben says, I'm kind of surprised that Grendel came onto our side. He thought he was going to talk about the fact that we ripped off his arm or killed a Tweedle. But nope. That might come up now, though, Ruben. That might come up now because the Crooked Man's probably going to mention all of the messed up stuff we did and how violent we are and how it's all too convenient that we're looking for death. So, yeah. Oh, boy. I think we should just say you can't talk your way out of this one. Just laying out like, hey, yeah. I think the best thing strategically for us to do is to totally say, yeah, I've made some mistakes. I may be a piece of crap, but that does not change the fact that what's going on here is the truth. Man. Casey says everything just went to hell and same. So I think when Casey says same and Ruben says I agree with you, Gerding, we're just going to say I can't talk your way out of this. All right, let's do this. You can't talk your way out of this. We hope.
Snow?
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, Crooked Man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
No. 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 It has nothing to do with his employment of you in general. It has everything to do with the fact that you are paying him to kill people when you say, hey, you need to kill these people. And it's not even the money. It's if you don't kill these people, you're going to die too. So that's a whole nother level of employee. For instance, if you're my employee, like if Robin works for me as some type of paralegal and I'm a lawyer and Robin goes on a murdering spree, I'm not responsible for that. However, if I say, hey, Robin, if you don't kill those people, you're fired and I'm going to kill you, that's a different story. So our options are, where are you going with this? Yes, you are responsible, or just shut up, or silence. Unfortunately, everything I just said isn't an option. So, where are you going with this? Yeah, what is our evidence? Let's think really quick. What is our evidence? Yeah, we only have our own testimony, really, because all of the... Here's the... For the murders, yes, but he's still guilty for all that other stuff. So at the very least, he should be going to the farm. At the very least, he should be in whatever we have as a prison here. So, man, does he deserve to die for this? I mean, is he going to cause more harm if he's still alive? Do we just take his power away? I mean, I'm fine with not killing this dude and just sticking it to him for potential murder, but definitely all the other things he's guilty of. So, Casey says, wait, I thought he just admitted he's responsible. No, he didn't say he's responsible. He's sticking to the fact that Georgie is the one who killed them and he shouldn't be blamed for Georgie's actions. That's his point. So, do we say, where are you going with this? Just shut up, yes, you're responsible, or stay silent? I think I'm feeling okay because I don't think he's just going to walk away scot-free, no matter what our decisions. It's just a matter of we're doing death penalty or not. So this is a very classic debate. Do you believe in the death penalty or not? What are we actually fighting for? I like to believe, here's my 2 cents. I like to believe our main goal here is this. Justice is served and we can repair damages to Fabletown. So the betterment of Fables in general can begin to happen. And that includes serving justice in the best way it can and making sure that this damage can't continue. Now, if he's dead, yeah, he definitely can't keep damaging individuals. But if we're able to appropriately punish him and take away his power, that may be another thing. So, I'm sorry, Robin says, I think he's going down, but taking Bigby with him. Oh, you think he's going to take us with us? Maybe. We'll see. So what is our response here? Where you going with this? Just leads him the way to put the blame on us? Do we just tell him to shut up and try to interrupt? That's kind of defensive. Yes, you're responsible. I'm going with yes, you're responsible. Because he is. He's responsible, right? He is responsible.
Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder.
Nope.
Since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
That was self-defense. That was justified. That's where we're going here. There's no other answer to that. Like, that was
He
justified.
killed a man.
Now, don't make him a murderer, for fuck's sake. Killing someone who's trying to kill you is
They were
hardly...
there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need to escalate things.
Me. It was them. And who sent those 2 freaks anyway?
Yeah.
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where
internally.
have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's...
I don't know who's saying maybe he's right, but someone's saying maybe he's right. Do we say Bluebeard did that? Snow wasn't involved? You're the one on trial? Or silence? My goodness. So, Bluebeard did that. Snow wasn't involved. You're the one on trial, or silence. Here's my fear of saying Bluebeard did that. because if we say Bluebeard did that, then we're losing Bluebeard's vote here, number one, because we want Bluebeard on our side here to make sure justice is served. But also that just kind of proves his point, because he can just simply say, but yes, wasn't Bluebeard under your employee, Miss Snow? Do we say Snow wasn't involved? We could, because that was Crane. It was Crane's order. Or do we say you're the one on trial, or do we just stay silent? Robin says don't throw Blue under the bus. Ruben says Snow wasn't involved is also fine. What do we do? Robin says he's engaging in whataboutism. So anytime we throw something at him, he's just going to deflect. He's like, yeah, what about this person? What about this person? Which doesn't stand. So I think that's like focusing that is you're the one on trial. So I think, Robin, what you're saying is we should say you're the one on trial, maintaining the focus, that whataboutism doesn't really apply here. But now, Robin, you're saying Snow wasn't involved. Okay. All right. Well, Snow wasn't involved. Ruben says it's fine. Robin says Snow wasn't involved. We'll go with that. Here we go.
Right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened.
Boop. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
That's not true. Calm down, please. Everyone fucking shut up or silence. I'm willing to go with silence here because I don't know. I don't know what any of these answers will cause. That's not true. I don't even know in regard to what we're saying that to. That's not true that Crane didn't give the order. Do we say calm down, please, and try to just let cooler heads prevail? Everyone fucking shut up is just putting a little bit of gasoline on that fire. Silence sounds fine, according to Ruben. Let's do it.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know.
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean a certain level of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's always been.
We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers?
It's so hard not to just interrupt and jump in with my own words. Like, if I were there, and I feel like if Ruben was there, or even Casey was there, anyone was there, would be like, hold on, time out. Let's just talk about the facts. This is why it's nice to have a justice system where there's order in the court and just stick to the facts. Because, man, this is frustrating. You're seeing everyone spiral and trying to take justice into their own hands. And Bluebeard, talking about oligarchy over there where the wealthy should get special privileges. Thanks for nothing, Bluebeard. This isn't the time to talk about that right now. I think that we don't have enough evidence besides our own words, and we don't know for a fact that Georgie wasn't lying, truth be told. Maybe Crane didn't give the order. He did, but we don't know that. We don't know that. What we do know is that the Crooked Man I think I said Crane before and I meant the Crooked Man, my apologies. But what we do know is that the Crooked Man should be punished for his crimes. Maybe not murder. Maybe we shouldn't kill him. But whatever. All right, going on.
Judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny. Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Oh, it's Verissa.
Excuse me.
Please be our witness.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Please,
Why don't you
Verissa.
take a moment to catch your breath? Little
What's
one?
she doing here?
Be our witness.
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in...
Oh my goodness, Farissa. Oh, talk about Deus Ex Machina. The god and the machine coming down at the end of the play to go ahead and end it for the benefit of all. Go ahead. You don't need to do this. She has something to say. I say we, say she has something to say. Why don't we do that? Yeah, she has something to say. Is that what we're going with? Let's go with it. She has something to say. Yeah, she has something to say, says Ruben. I agree, Ruben.
Bluebeard.
What?
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
Yeah, Farissa.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her?
Oh, the ribbons don't work anymore
Did he?
because Vivian is...
Sheriff, this is...
Vivian killed herself is the honest answer. We can say Vivian killed herself. He might as well have. She wanted you all freed or silence. I like the idea where we say she wanted you all free because the ribbons don't work anymore. Now she's able to talk. This is amazing. This is amazing. Thank you, Vivian, for killing yourself, as dark as that is. So she wanted you all free, I think, is the most noble thing, because just saying she killed herself doesn't really imply the reasons. But saying she wanted you all free kind of implies that she killed herself, but because she wanted all of you to be able to speak your mind. Let's do this! Yes!
It's highly irregular.
It's happening!
Be quiet.
We need to establish
It's all
some
becoming
order
more
here.
satisfying.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay,
Yeah,
my dear.
Nerissa.
It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead.
Woo! This confirms it. Evidence. Boom! We got a witness. We got a witness. This confirms it. We know what happened, and he's going to pay for it or silence. We can just say, this confirms it. That's what I say. This confirms it. We don't want to say, and he's going to pay for it, because right now we're not necessarily... We don't want to be the executioner here. We just want to kind of come in. That's the evidence, just so everyone's clear. This confirms it. So, yay! This confirms it.
Dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always
We are
him.
winning the crowd.
Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Yep.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat.
Whoa.
This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people?
Man. I do wish that the game would stop dialogue while we have decisions to make, but I know that this game wasn't made for an audience like we're doing, which is why they did make Guardians of the Galaxy, which has crowd mode, which allows everyone at home or whoever's watching to vote. So instead of you having me to field your votes, you can actually vote, which means maybe we should play Guardians of the Galaxy next. But anyways, what do we say? What did you expect? I could just rip you apart. You're done talking, or silence. I mean, I'm okay with silence. Ruben says you're done talking. Okay, let's do it. You're done talking.
People's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we get rid
It's
of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
I don't think I want to touch this with a 10-foot pole because this is total death penalty stuff here, and this is getting pretty political. But I'll let you all chime in. So, what do you think? Do you think we should vote? Do we say Snow should decide, or say I'm making the call, or just stay silent, stay out of it? Let the people talk. Let Snow do her thing. Not being responsible here, hands wash of duty? Or do we say we should vote? Which is a little meta because I'm asking you all to vote what we should do. So maybe we should let the people vote. I don't think we should say Snow should decide because that's just going to piss people off. We don't want that. So, Ruben says, how about order? Ruben says, if I were Bigby, I would stay silent. All right. Yeah, let's stay silent. Because, again, we're just the chief of police, right? Our job is to arrest, not to sentence and execute.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Everyone, calm down.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
Oh, crap.
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
No.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Ah, crap. Really
Are
stepped
you
in
sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow,
Just do what you think is right.
Oh, man.
Yes, Sheriff.
No matter what we're going to do, we're going to piss people off here. Oh, jeez. The burden. Hey, thanks. This is what Professor Gerding would do in this situation. By the way, the options are rip his head off, lock him up, throw him down the well. Throwing him down the well is supposed to kill him. Ripping his head off is the most violent way to do it in front of everybody. Maybe it's quicker, but probably arguably the cruelest, but arguably, right? I don't know what's crueler, throwing someone down a well, locking him up, ripping his head off. This is a debate. But here's what Professor Gerding would do. I would say, hey, thank you all for appointing me your sheriff. I really respect that you've entrusted me with this decision. However, I think we need to have different branches of justice here to prevent corruption. I don't think me, as the law enforcer, should also be the sentence enforcer. So I think it's very important. So even though we all took a vote that I should be the one, I simply request a revote as to how we think we should do this, and we can even do it by jury right here. So if you all want, why don't you all vote what you all want? We should have said we should have a vote. Damn it! Oh, man. Okay, here we go. Ruben says, Jesus, rip his head off? Question mark, exclamation mark. Don't do that, by the way. Jennifer Willis says, lots of laughs, LOL. Not sure if LOL, by the way. Some people say lots of laughs. Other people say laugh out loud. I don't know. But that's not a question. Let's stay on point here, Professor. All right. I'm fine with anything but ripping his head off. Casey says lock him up. Okay. So we have one vote for lock him up. Ruben says take rip his head off. So do we lock him up or do we throw him down the witching well? What do we choose here? One vote for lock him up. We're not going to make a decision until you all make a vote. I want 3 votes here, right? 3 votes. Lock him up, throw him down the well, right? So, Jennifer, you don't have to participate if you don't want to. Robin, what do you say? Robin says, I cannot chime in. I'm walking. Dang it. All right. I will say my vote is lock him up. He'll piss off Bluebeard, but everything pisses off Bluebeard, and that's fine with me. So I say lock him up. It'll probably piss off Grendel too, but at least it shows everybody that, hey, just because you're accused of a crime doesn't mean it's instant death for you. So, and Ruben says he already decided in his game, and he chose to lock him up. All right, well, that's informative. Well, I know this sucks for you, Ruben, because you're going to see the same ending twice, but it looks like we're locking him up.
Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
I don't know why there's a
He
time
has to
limit.
We can
die.
lock him.
I wonder what happens if we let...
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Yeah! Crooked Man just put his cuffs around her neck. We're struggling. We're not gonna punch him.
I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you...
Oh man, he just tried to kill us, choke us, and then we had an opportunity to punch him, but I didn't! I didn't punch him, y'all. So we rip his head off, lock him up, throw him down the well. Let's just lock him up again.
Try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
End it already.
Fabletown will remember our choice.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't
What
be
he's
serious.
done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All right, do it.
Fade to black. Woodland luxury apartments. One day later. We're leaning against the wall, wiping our eyes in exhaustion. The elevator dings, opens up, and we pull out a cigarette, put it in our mouth, and walk out of the elevator. We were just in the elevator. We light the cigarette, and there we see Auntie Greenleaf with a raven in a cage. She's walking.
Not what I was expecting. Morning, Crooked Man.
Oh, he's a
got
raven.
a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Work is work, I guess.
Hey, Sheriff.
Don't know who this other guy is, but Auntie Greenleaf is next to some person who's wearing an orange jacket and wearing an interesting hat that I want. It's amazing. It's basically a green baseball cap that he's wearing backwards. But on the sides of the green baseball cap are big old frog eyes that are very prominent, and the hat's decorated with little frog warts. So basically, it's like almost a frog costume in a hat. And he's wearing it in such a way that you can't even see his eyes. So he's wearing it backwards, covering his eyes. It's pretty interesting. It's
I
Toad!
know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
Well, maybe it's not.
I think I've lost
Flycatcher.
count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Great.
So that's Flycatcher. I don't know who that is. Sorry, it's not Toad in his glamour. I was excited.
This fucking line.
There's a huge line of people waiting for us. Jack's there too. There's Tiny Tim, Grendel the Butcher. They're all waiting in line to get to the
Mr.
business
Wolf?
office.
Flycatcher left his keys.
She holds out keys, we take them. And our options are... Everything okay? Can we talk? Or, thanks. I don't know what we're supposed to do. I mean, I have no idea where these decisions will take us. Everything okay? Can we talk? Thanks or silence? Oh, Ruben says we would have met Flycatcher if we had gone to the Tweedles, but we never went to the Tweedles, so we never met Flycatcher. Cool. All right. So, let's, everything okay? Thanks. Can we talk? Everything okay? Let's do it.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this.
She's just drowning in work.
We'll talk later, okay?
Okay. She walks into the office. Bluebeard comes up behind us.
Good morning, Miss
He
White.
snubs us, walks
You're
past
late.
us, and walks into the office and closes the door. We're out in the hallway. We're walking back to the elevator with the keys in our hand. The elevator opens, and there we see
Someone's gonna
Colin.
see you, Colin.
It's Colin the pig. He's holding a six-pack of beer in his mouth, with one of them missing. He just waddles on by. Pigs are adorable. Colin looks adorable. The elevator closes, and... Loading? Saving? We're outside the street, establishing shot. Yellow brick road, roadhouse restaurant. A bus drives by in the street. We're at our executive apartments. Outside, we see Frog.
I'm
Sorry,
going.
Toad.
Jesus.
And he's going to the farm. Even though
We only have like 5 minutes.
They carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
Uh-oh, they're taking Toad to the farm.
You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day.
He looks like a toad in the middle of daylight. We're out in the middle of the street. We say, how are you doing? Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Or don't be so dramatic. We did try to help. Remember last time we saw Toad, he was skipping, yay, like, hey, all right, you're giving me an extra chance. So I don't know why he's going to the farm now. So, decisions we made. Do we say, how are you doing? Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Don't be so dramatic. Or silence. Ooh. Let's see. Ruben says that he didn't see this because he sent him to the farm. The pig to the farm, rather. So Ruben sent the pig to the farm, so he didn't get to see the pig in the elevator. All right, sorry about all this. I tried to help, is where I'm leaning. It's like, hey, sorry, tried to help. Maybe there's something else we can do. How are you all doing is kind of a stupid question because obviously they're not doing well, right? You don't walk up to someone who's crying at a funeral like, hey, how you doing? Like, what? I've got tears all in my face. What are you talking about? I try to help it is.
Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'd get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Yeah.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so...
He has a little box in his
if you
hand.
could...
We could say, sure, what is it? Or I'm busy, kid. So cruel. I'm busy. We can ask what it is. Why don't we say that? What is it? Because I want to know what's in the box.
She was nice. So...
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one.
It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. That's nice. That's a weird gift. She'll love it. Or silence. I'm almost leaning towards that's a weird gift. Like, what's the deal with the beetle? Like, what's the story here? Is there something we didn't know? That's nice. She'll love it. Both of those are kind of the same thing. That's nice is a little bit less emphatic than she'll love it. Or do we say silence? Robin says frogs are cuter than pigs. Factually incorrect. Robin, I'm sorry. Now, to each their own opinions. Frogs are adorable too. I will agree. But when it comes down to it, I can see myself having a great relationship with a pig. With a frog, I'd feel like I was just a prison warden if I had a pet frog. I'd rather have the frog running free. With pigs, I feel like we can live our best lives together. Ruben says, I would say she'll love it, as does Robin. She'll love it. Here we go.
They're cool, because
We're
when
almost
they're
out of time.
little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
I want to stay here. All right, we're in turbo mode. I'm going to start making decisions quicker because we don't want to go late. I want to stay here. I'm sorry. Your dad broke the rules. You'll be safer there. You'll be safer there, which is true. Because honestly, if you aren't going to be glamored up and we don't have the glamour system in place yet, you never know what humans may do if they find out that there's anthropomorphic frogs walking around everywhere.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around.
TJ will remember
a
this.
nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundy seeing you. It'll be nice.
There you go.
Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Bye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby,
We light a cigarette.
where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fact?
Where's your friend Colin, huh? He's calling us out. Must be missing. He gets to stay. How should I know? I'm just gonna stay silent.
Fucking pig.
Just keep on smoking.
Right, that's what I thought.
Oh my.
Saying goodbye?
It's Verissa, and she's not wearing a ribbon on her neck anymore. She's holding an umbrella across the street. She's wearing jeans. No longer wearing the dress
Hi.
that signified that
Hi.
she was wearing. Oh, she is still wearing a ribbon. My bad.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
I'm just gonna stay silent. It's just what? She smiles at us.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily.
Yeah?
I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Marissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
I didn't want everyone to die over a picture. I gotta pause it because I need to read these. You sold out your friends. You were trying to protect them. Georgie didn't do mercy. We're just gonna stay silent. Let her keep talking. It's not our place to judge. At this point.
Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
We tried to touch her arm. She pulled away. My bad choice. Bad choice. Should have used my words. My
I don't
bad,
know
everybody.
what happened,
Sorry.
but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example
It's
of
really
us.
tough to make decisions
We
in
had
real
committed
time.
treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
You
So
shouldn't have
think
lied.
that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially
Oh,
after
jeez.
that night after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Ah, it was her.
You?
I walked her.
So that blood I found, so I would notice. Why? Stay silent. We're gonna stay silent. Let her talk.
Over here.
She's doing a great job telling us everything.
And I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them, could at least save the rest of us.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction.
People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone.
Yeah.
I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
Silence.
Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would.
Thanks, Verissa.
You protected your friends, no matter the cost.
Putting that head on the
And you
doorstep.
brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing.
Thanks, Verissa.
You've been given this job for a reason.
Sorry I tried to touch your arm
I
in
left
comfort.
Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you. You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Alright. She walks away. She
You're
turns
not
back.
as bad as everyone says you are.
We're not as bad as everyone says.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
I don't know what we're supposed to do here. Go after her or let her go? I don't know what's going on. Why would we go after her? Because she's guilty of fabricating evidence and crime? Or do we just let her go? Man, personally, and this is the reality of it, is like, I'm exhausted with this whole story. And man, it's difficult. So it's just like, just let her go. Done enough. And it's just going to get people upset. This is total conundrum where there's no winning here. So do we go for justice or do we go for peace? Because sometimes those aren't always aligned. And that's a real choice. Darnell says, prevent when you got done playing with my monkey. You should try to tell Pac-Mans because they have a little mold work. If I can act on it, pick decisions on their... My phone's acting up, says Darnell. I'm assuming you had like text to talk or something like that going on with that last comment because it made no sense. Casey says, all I know is it's Ariel, but I don't fully get what she did. The Crooked Man never told Georgie to kill Faith. It was... she fabricated evidence, basically, and then she took the head and put us on the trail of the Crooked Man. So she basically fabricated evidence. Darnell says go after her. All right, we're choosing justice over peace. Let's go after her.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Fade to black. And credits. There we go. Hey, what did you do, Georgie? 60% of players killed Georgie. Did you give the Crooked Man a trial? 89% of people also gave them a trial. How did you punish the Crooked Man? Only 47% of players chose to imprison the Crooked Man. Oh, okay. Did you accept TJ's gift for Snow? Almost all of us accepted TJ's gift for Snow. What were your last words to Narissa? 8% of players stayed silent, and that's it. Hey, everybody, it's almost 2:10. We're 10 minutes over here. I appreciate you. Next week, we get another game. What will it be? Ruben says, Pam, Pam, Pam. We're left on a little bit of a cliffhanger, but hey, Whatever. I've had an amazing time. It's been fantastic. Listen to these credits go. I'm looking forward to Monday. I don't know what game we're going to choose on Monday to play, but it should be fun regardless, because you know what the name of the show is? Fun at 1. If you want to leave comments, questions, you can do so even after the fact. I'll do my best to respond to any questions you have. I'll see you all on Monday. At what time? 1 o'clock. Because what's the name of the show? Fun at 1. Bye, everybody. Bye.